What's going on, Columbia? What's going on, Columbia? Hurt Briggs here, chilling at the Freedom Fest, the Juneteenth Freedom Fest down in Columbia. We got a surprise for you right now, a real special guest. Columbia's on. We got my man Bugsy Calhoun. Bugsy, what's going on with you?
Peace and blessings, legendary Bugsy Calhoun, representing black on black rhyme, unusual suspects in the tribe.
Black on black rhyme. That's so original. I like that. I like that, man. Listen, man, you just went up there and bless the stage, man. I want you to tell everybody what inspires you to go on, how you doing it, man, with that raw hip hop, that golden era, 90s feel.
What inspires me is just to continue to carry the flag of what the artists that came before me and just try to pass it on to the next ones, the young ones, the youth, and try to give them a basic, a definite understanding of how this thing started and where it should go.
Right. I want to let you know, man, you did your thing up there on the stage, man. You bless the audience, man.
Thank you.
It feels good just to get that old hip hop back. It really does, man. So speaking of that hip hop, the projects going on now, how do you stay motivated with today's music and still trying to, sharpen your own sword?
I don't really listen to most of the day's music. I listen to old. I listen to new stuff from old artists. My last project was inspired by Papoose, and I some of them catch my ear, some of them don't. But if you're not speaking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, then I can't even catch it.
Got you. More substance.
Yeah, it has to have substance. Everything we can't destroy. We got to build on everything that we listening on and moving on.
Right. So you say your last project. How many projects you have in total? How long you been doing this?
I got 5 out right now, and I got 1 mix and master right now called Bars and Stanzas. We should be out early July on all social media platforms. My last 5 projects is on Bandcamp.com.
Pick them up. Now, how long you been going to this?
31 years.
Get the hell out of here.
1992, I wrote my first rhyme.
You remember?
It definitely no. Extraordinary vocabulary, audacity, diabolical, went to my psychological in the classroom, quit to follow through with my metaphysical, verbal, imperial, more killers and serial, because I be untouchable on my lyrical. The megaton bond dawns coming through with connections. My intersections are like chameleon switching complexions. The last maniac on patrol switching to klepto. Mumu crowds the city transit known as Metro. The fat black Mac is ripping fast stacks of tracks, whilst non-planets collapse as I attack tracks of rugged raps.
Oh man, Cal, my man Calvin, the hippie train out there, he's lyrics too. He over there saying, "Do it, man." And he wrote that in 1992.
Yeah. I lost all my rhyme books in the 1,000-year flood, so I'm just grateful that I still remember that verse and some of my poems from when I first started doing poetry.
Right. So how do you separate the two? Because I know it's pretty much a mixture. How do you separate the poetry and the hip hop? Are we looking for more words to fall in line with, or you just know what the cadence?
Nah, hip hop is the culture. Rap is a division of the culture. Real rap has poetry in it. Rakim is a poet. Kane was a poet. All the lyricists that we heard, Melly Mel was a poet. Reason why I was a poet, if you hear The Message, which is probably the first rap record I ever bought, is relevant today.
Right.
Just like poetry from that came before us is relevant today.
Right. So I tell you what, since you're saying you listen to a lot of new artists who got new music, tell me some of your old artists and some of the old music you still listen to within the last, let's say 15 years. Stand there.
You said old artists?
Yeah.
Sean Price, God rest his soul.
Like, from Helter Skelter?
Yeah, I know his wife. I'm a street team member of boot camp back in the day. So yeah, Sean Price, Papoose, MOP. My first battle was with Little Fame, so definitely MOP. Smooth don't do anything these days, but Rocky Marciano. Rock Marciano's like one of my favorite MCs, like so very underrated. Busta Rhymes, of course. Nobody's messing with the Dragon. Nobody.
I got you.
Alive or dead, messing with the Dragon.
You coming in more so substance of lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. So
Chubb Rock, Heavy D. The big dudes. I'm influenced by all them cats. Yeah.
Biggie too.
I mean, it goes without saying because I told Ms. Wallace some years ago when I was at the Jackie Robinson event. I told Ms. Wallace that I'll represent Big until the day I die. So yeah, I don't even mention Big because it goes when you hear Big, you hear when you see me, you hear Big.
Right. I like that. My man Calvin said, "Tell him, say what's up, Pure." Say what's up, fam, Calvin.
Peace and blessings, family.
Yeah, he's doing it to his bars. So he's good with the poetry as well. He's doing something. Shouts out to Calvin. He can fit. But I really like how you're looking at things, man. Because there's a lot of artists, and hip hop has it's a gate. It doesn't still for long. So
Mm-hmm.
those who are able to sit and have careers that are sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
How do you credit that? Is it just the lyricism, or is it adaptation, or is
It's
it
adaptation. It's adaptation and being true to your artistry. That's why, look, if you look at a person who's sustained, Busta Rhymes from the leaders of the new school when he was a slim dude talking about Row Row with a Dungeon Dragon, he just recently put out the joint and he the rap czar. I mean, you look at how his career spanned through the careers of different others. He still remained a lyricist, but he was always authentic to his own artistry. So those who have the drive to and the passion to not be stopped by whatever circumstances come their way, and they persevere past everything, they will remain who they are, and they will always have an audience.
Shouts out to Calhoun, man. Giving knowledge here, man. That's a good way to view things. I mean, like those artists who are sitting there and coming out now and have been around for some way, they're called upon their own lanes. They're not trying to recreate it. They're trying to sharpen.
Exactly, and they can adapt to anybody else. So when you heard Big Ron with Wishbone and Biggie, he adapted to his environment. If he wanted to be here, if God didn't take him up out of here, whatever the circumstances may be, they would have still been here doing what he do. Because any artist that want to be here, they're here. They here, and they here because it's like myself. It's still me. Why did I just put a album out at 43 years old? It's because it's instilled in me to rhyme. It's instilled in me to do poetry. You can roll me up on that stage in a wheelchair. I'm going to do it until I expire.
Word.
This is in me.
Word, it's in you. It's in you. I'm not mad at that. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about Magic and King's Disease?
I didn't listen to that joint. No. I love Nas. Nas is one of the best ever to do it. Omatic is one of the greatest albums in hip hop. But I didn't listen to that. I heard the joint with him and Lauren. That's the only joint that I really heard. But like when albums come out, like the new Kendrick joint that's out, people like you ain't hear it. It was like, but it's a thing though. It's a work of art, and a work of art should be able to be sustained and be ingested and viewed in the time that you choose to. Just because it comes out, my first project should be able to stand. If you put on Illmatic right now, it should be brand new to someone who never heard it before. Right. Just like someone heard it when they put it on in '92. Right. If the music and the lyrics and the content and the messages is relevant and has substance, it'll stand no matter what time you listen to it.
I concur wholeheartedly. That's why Marvin Gaye, What's Going On is still.
My first project, I did a collaboration with Marvin Gaye.
Right.
Called Make Me Wanna Holler.
I tell you what can we expect from you coming up in the near future?
Open mics. I do an open mic at the House of Hathor here on North Main. I just did 2 shows yesterday. One at the Curiosity Coffee Bar. Shout out to Black Nerd Mafia. And I did our open mic we have at the La Bamboo restaurant. Tomorrow, Faith, Love, and Soul will be on stage. That's my brother Terrence Gambrell. That's the creation of him. I'm a part of that group. My wife is part of that group. My nieces and my nephews, they'll be performing tomorrow here at this dope event. Just continuously being in the community, working with kids, just trying to instill knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and upliftment, and just we're on our way to Charleston tonight too. My wife is opening for Plies.
You on the move, bro. You on the move, bro. Shout out to your husband. Shout out to your grind. You got your wife. You got your kids.
Yes, God is good.
Everybody's involved with it.
Yeah, and even in the ones that's not doing, they doing great things.
Yeah.
My ex-wife about to get her doctorate, so shout out to her. My son is out here volunteering. He's in school. He go to Emory Henry College.
Ho. You're a different type of man. I want y'all to realize this man just shot at his wife in his exile and nothing was thrown.
Oh, no.
You're a different
Yeah, man, I love my ex-wife. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's an amazing lady. She's a phenomenal woman, and my wife is a phenomenal woman times 3. I've been blessed to be loved by 2 amazing women in my lifetime, and they get along famously. They're both educators, so everything coincides. But I'm proud of that woman. She's about to get a doctorate. She just got a assistant principal's position with White Oak High School. My wife is a school teacher at W.R. Rogers. She teaches adult ed. I mean, all of my nieces and my nephews are in college. My son is in college. They're working. Nobody's in trouble. And don't say that trouble don't come, but then trouble come. We come together. We form a tribe like Voltron. and we support one another.
That's good, bro. That's good. I'm glad you got that outlook on that, man. So you saying everybody's doing good. You're proud of your whole family. Could you enlighten us a bit of how proud you are of this event?
Man, this is a blessing. First of all, as I said when I was on stage, the fact that they got so many local artists, because I feel that so many people do not know what's going on here in Columbia. My wife and I have this show we do on Facebook and Instagram called the plugsc.com. We pretty much go out and reach and find people who doing local events, and then every Monday we plug it. We did a Facebook page for it and everything, because there's so many, like Mike Stone. You got stuff that's going on at Main Course. You got stuff that's going on so at the talent. Joint. It's so many artists that's in Columbia and Augusta and Charlotte, Greenville, Charleston, all this Savannah, Georgia, the surrounding areas that do amazing things and don't get the light or the audience they should get. And it's a shame. And for us to get this stage and stand on the same stage with the Whispers, Vivian Green, Rob Bass, national recording artists, and just standing on these stage with my other local artists that are amazing in their own right. We're not validated by the fact that the Whispers is a national recording artist and they're amazing. And for all our people to come together and enjoy time and space and energy and build and network, we should have this every weekend.
Yes, this is something we need every weekend. We want to shout out a few people right now. We want to shout out Tina. We want to shout out Jamal for putting this event together.
Definitely.
This is the 6th annual event. We need y'all out here. We out here just celebrating each other, celebrating our heritage, and just really just get everybody on, man. So tell us what platforms we can find you on and how we get in contact with Bugsy Calhoun.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm everywhere. Just put me in Google. I got about like 4 strong pages on Google. But you can definitely contact me at Facebook, and you definitely contact me on Instagram. You can get all my music that's out right now on bandcamp.com.
Check them out.
And you can download it to your phone, man. That's pretty much where you can find me.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate the platform and the opportunity to get on this platform, and everybody who responded in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed and a beautiful day, man. And more importantly, because Juneteenth is such an important. Shout out to all the fathers, man. Because I'm a father's father. I got one child I birthed in this world, and I got a bunch more children. I got grandkids, and they guard grands. I got step kids, guard kids, but they all my kids.
I want you to bring all your kids through August 20th to Kicking It with Dads at Sesquicentennial Park. It's a kickball game. It's a grill off. Father-son sack races, father and child sack races. You can rent boats, you go fishing. So I'm glad you look at it like that. I need you in attendance for that.
Okay.
I need somebody with your presence, with your energy, your mindset there, so it can spread contagious, man.
Yeah.
Come out there what you need to come out there to make sure everybody contact with you as well.
I mean, as men, we must be fathers, we must be protectors, we must be mentors. We got to protect our women. Right. We got to nurture them. We got to allow them to nurture us. We got to be vulnerable to be weak for them when you need to be strong when you definitely need to be, and we got to train up these kids in the way we want them to go. And we got to raise these princes and these young prince into kings. You got to. Somebody got to take the mantle.
Yes. So where do you think with events like this we start here and continue on, or like just keep going? How do you do it through music? So I mean, because that's your art, and it seems like family is your passion.
Be conscious of what you're saying in the music,
right?
Because the words are powerful. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. The most powerful thing you can say is the things that come out your mouth. And be conscious and think before you speak. Everything that I wrote on this project that came up, bars and stanzas, I literally wrote a verse. I wrote a song in my sleep, came out my sleep, and I wrote it's called Reconstruction. And I found out what Reconstruction really is and what it really means. People don't understand how important the time of Reconstruction, when we were emancipated into our freedom, when we were grabbing ourselves by our own bootstraps, starting our own businesses, creating wealth for ourselves. And then when the government decided that they wasn't going to keep the troops in the South to protect our people, that's when the terrorists, the early Ku Klux Klan, and people who are agitators and aggravators who do not want to see us as a people progress and do better. We had senators, we had judges, we had lawyers, doctors, we owned our own property, our own places. People do not have a real true understanding. They do not teach this in school. So as men And as women and griots and people who understand their history, that is our responsibility to teach our young folk who they are. We're not niggas. And if we are niggas, that means we're kings, Negus, not ignorant. We're niggas. If we're niggas, we're Negus. That means kings. And we must know that we're kings. We're born in this world royalty. Our skin matches the sun. That's why we can't be destroyed. Look at our melanin. Look at who we are. Look at how we survive. You try to destroy something so many times and it still perseveres and survives and thrives and be excellent. You mock our style, but we the dopest ever. And this is a culmination of how beautiful we are. Shout out to everybody that put this on, and shout out for this platform for giving it. CTS podcast. Hey, I done took like 400. I got my bottle of water in the headlock.
We got our own water. When I say he got his own water, the boy got his own water.
The boy got his own water.
Hey man, I want to shout you out again, man. Thank you for coming up here and spreading that talent, that good wisdom, man.
I appreciate
that kind of vibe, man. Peace and blessings to you, brother.
Peace and blessings to you too, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.